Hey guys, Game Daddy back here, and we are continuing on with the Jim Thome Road to the Show series. We are on the most depressing form of transportation here. These team planes and the team buses that never have windows open. So sad. Um, so here's what's going on since the last episode. I've skipped ahead. I've played maybe 10 games off camera, and the Astros have given up the division lead to the Angels, who caught up and tied us. We have an identical record, and I'm killing it. I'm still killing it. 67 home runs. We got just about a month left in the season. I am in my final year of my rookie contract. I'm still 2 years until I'm eligible for arbitration. So that should be interesting. I've seen other YouTubers get 30 million in their first year of arbitration. Right now I'm making 547,000. I don't know if I'm gonna be with the Astros at the end of this season or when the season's over, but let's continue on here and see what happens. We are playing the Mariners today, and I am now hitting fourth. I mean, why wouldn't I be with 67 homers? Hope you're having a good day. It's kind of rainy, stormy here in Chicago today. It's been unseasonably cold. Not good baseball weather. My son had a Little League game Saturday canceled because of rain. And now we've got 4 games this week to make up. So, here we go.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jim Thome. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game.
Base hit here. Ground ball to the right side. That's all we need.
From the stretch. Almost a worm
Take a
burner
sacrifice,
as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Grounded to the right.
That'll work.
Scooped up on the backhand.
So one thing I've noticed this year with MLB 18 is if there's a little dribbler to the pitcher or something and he runs over to tag you, the old move was to try and dodge the tag, just to try and get around the tag at the first base line. Now you get a decrease in your base running aggressiveness if you dodge the tag and you get tagged out, which is not good. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. Why would you lose stats because you tried to avoid a tag? It's not like you got caught stealing. A couple other things came up in the last few games I played that are kind of weird. I was away at the Giants, and we were wearing identical jerseys. We both had orange tops, solid orange tops, white pants, and orange stripes down the side of the pants. If you put both teams in the outfield, you wouldn't even be able to know who was who. You would never see the 2 teams wearing the same uniforms. It doesn't make any sense either. Here's something else. So I want number 25 as Thome. 25 is not available. They give me 26, but it seems like every week my number changes between 26 and 28. I don't think in real life your number would be changing week to week. That's not a good swing. But whatever. This game isn't perfect. And I am certainly not perfect at playing this game.
High and deep down the left field line.
Oh, I just looked at the score. 4-2 in the third inning
I'm
here.
loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of the pace of play.
Ugh, nice catch.
To make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning.
Again, in the last 10 games or so that I've played off camera, our pitching is not holding up very well here, giving up 10, 12 runs a game. No matter what I do to get us back in the game, we always end up losing.
On its way.
Not swinging at that.
A 1 pitch on its way. Hit down
the
line
Ah,
at first.
come on here, have some
This will be a
discipline.
foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Now I gotta
Hey, he
protect.
looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right
That
there.
works.
The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep
So
his
I don't
hands
remember
back
if I
a
mentioned
little
it
bit,
in a
he might
previous
have been able to
episode,
do
but my
some
first
damage with
season
that.
and a half, both in the minors and with
Trying
the
again for
Marlins,
Houston.
every swing I
Jim
took was a
Thome,
power
he
swing, and it
singled
was
his
working
last
for
time
me.
up.
And then I realized that I'm hitting just as many home runs with contact swings
From
as
the
I am with
stretch,
power.
here's the pitch.
And my
Inside
little
with the
target thing
fastball,
there
it's 1-0.
that you aim with the bat, it's much bigger with the contact, so I don't really take power swings anymore.
This is in the air out to straightaway center.
The only time I really use a power swing is when I'm going into showtime.
For route number 2. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none
And
better
look at
than
that,
the one turned
11
in
to
by the
2.
guy you
Again,
see
the
right
pitching.
there. He's our top player of the
Going
game.
into the playoffs, we are
Yeah,
going to be in
he really
trouble.
made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here, 2 hits.
So it's safe to say we're past the
here's
trade
the cleanup
deadline.
hitter, Jim Thome, as he'll
And
get his
my
first
theory was that I would be
opportunity in this
traded for pitching. That didn't happen.
one. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Heredia. And the inning is over. Into the box now, Jim Thome. He flew out in his last at-bat.
All right, just move him over. Something down the right field line.
Set and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize
That'll
and
get him in.
extend this current lead.
Kipnis has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner riding in once again, Jim Thome. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Took the lead.
Leak into his motion.
That's good.
First pitch on the way. And there's a sinker that
So
he just
one of the
spits
things
on
that I
as
was
it
thinking
misses
about
low.
for MLB 19 would be a cool thing for Road to the Show to add would be
He turns on this
player
one and yanks it
personalities.
foul and back out of play.
like, you know, a guy like Thome. He played his whole career, kind of pretty humble guy. Wasn't really a showboater at all. But then you got guys like Javi Baez that, you know, take everything over the top.
And this one
So
is
it'd be
gone.
cool if you
A
could
home
pick like
run.
what kind of personality your guy had, because you know I've played some games as other Road to the Show characters where they're like breakdancing running to second base, and you know that could happen with Thome in one of these home runs, and it's just not his style. So I wish you could pick a
First pitch
player's
coming,
style.
there it is. There's one well above the zone for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
No.
Well, Matty V,
So
don't know
I do
what
have a
your
lot
thoughts
of
are
different
before
Road to the Show
the
players.
weather
I have a
starts to
Bo
warm up, the
Jackson.
ball starts to come out like this.
I made a
It's
Ricky
clear that the pitchers need
Henderson.
to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just
I
great
have some other
approach.
guys that
One-way
I've been
chase
playing,
today. Really
just
stayed
some made-up
strong
guys that
on
I've been
top on
playing
their ability
the
to
same
get
names
that
for the
pitcher
last
coming to the
6
heart
years
of
or
the
so.
Every
I always
game
make a
has its
player of my
offensive
son,
stars,
and the
in this
Thome one
he
just kind of
arguably
stuck. I
shined the
really
brightest.
liked the
He's
way
our
that he was
top player
developing,
of the game.
and
Yeah, he came
I'm
through with a
pretty much
multi-hit
pursuing him
game,
more
and
than any of the
more
other guys that have been
importantly, they
playing.
were big
I
hits.
also have a Nuke Lelouch and a Crash Davis from Bull Durham, and I made a Wilbur Wood, who's an old-timey pitcher from the 70s. He played with the White Sox, and I think the Pirates use a left-handed knuckle reliever. And yeah, so I've dabbled with pitching and outfielders and stuff like that. The Crash Davis, I'm actually playing as a catcher. I haven't done too much of that. That's kind of weird, because every pitch is sort of like a mini game where you have to move the glove to the location of the pitch, and if you don't get it right, then it's a pass ball. All right, what am I going to do here? I've been putting a lot of points into contact. I'm kind of capping out. I'm going to go with, no. I'm trying to get my arm strength up a little bit, but I'm capped. What can I do here? I'll put it in fielding. You know, what are they going to say here? There's still plenty of room for you to develop. Power hitting. Yeah, I've been doing that all season. One of the things that I don't like about this new Road to the Show skill points system is that you could never have a player like, you know, a Jose Canseco in his prime, or even Barry Bonds, you know, when he was younger, where 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases, because the way that the cap system works now, you're either a power hitter or you're a speed guy, but you can't be both. So I'm kind of not liking that too much.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jim Thome. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Standing in, Jim Thome. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left.
I really do try to be a good team player in this game. I don't really try to hit home runs every time I get up. I just try to make good contact, and if there's a guy on third with one out, I always try to get him in no matter what, with a deep fly ball or a grounder to the right side. I just happen to hit a lot of home runs.
Pulled toward right center field. Calhoun has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down.
So we are playing the Angels, and the Angels have given us a lot of trouble. As I mentioned earlier, we have the exact same win-loss record as them, so these are pretty important games, like in the standings. Yeah, I knew they were going to catch up. We always give up the lead.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out.
At least get off the wall, get him in. Yeah.
Gone.
Okay.
It's into the Crawford boxes. Ready to take his hacks again, Jim Thome, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over.
Okay, now I'm going to go showtime with the bases loaded, and I'm not going to get another at bat here.
Looking for the breaking ball. He didn't miss it.
Nope.
Hit it right on the screws.
Upton's under it. And that ends the inning.
So, I have just started doing voiceover on my gaming here, and I don't know how the quality of the audio is. I know my audio's been lagging a little bit and cutting out here and there, and I don't know if it's because it's going through the controller or what, but I did order a new headset that's coming tomorrow. Hopefully it'll eliminate some of the problems. I don't know. And at some point, if I start taking this channel more seriously, I'll do proper intros and music and all that stuff. I'm just kind of playing for now and see what happens. I'd like to get some more subscribers, so if you're watching and you're not subscribing, please go ahead and subscribe so I can keep doing this. That would be cool.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Get through.
Hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Jim Thome.
I mentioned earlier a couple of the things that are bothering me about this game. One of the things that I'm seeing is, that was terrible. Every year they try to improve the crowd a little bit, but I think because there are so many people being generated in the stands, that's what's causing the gameplay lag. When the camera angle changes, that's when you start seeing the sputtering in the frame rate and stuff. I hope they sort that out, because this game has been around for, what, like 12 years or more? They got to have these basic kinks worked out of it.
They get the double play to get him out of the inning.
I guarantee the Angels will come back.
So a pivotal moment
yeah, there you go. Okay, going showtime here. Tying it up would be nice.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Here I'm trying to hit the home run here.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Trout.
Oh, you don't see that too much from Trout. I can't go for third. I better not get picked off at second.
And now he's able to scramble back to second safely.
My speed is still only at a 25.
Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending.
I mean, I could pump as much points as I can into speed, but Jim Thome was never fast, and I'm trying to play true to the player that he was.
He went out there and put the hammer down, and sometimes...
So I guess I'll just do one more game here. 69
into the
homers.
box, Jim Thome. He'll get
We're
to
at
take
the end
his
of
first
August
cuts
now.
here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
That's what they call a pitcher's pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a
If you can hear
strike.
that beeping in the background,
That
means my
curveball's a
dishwasher's
pitch you
done. Sorry
have
about
to get
that.
on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of. But
What's the
he
count
can
here?
somehow, and he's
3
got it
and
to
1. He's got to
3-1.
throw me a strike here.
Alex Bregman will be next. And he takes
Nope.
ball 4.
I don't get a lot of walks in this game. I don't have the discipline
Stepping
for
into
it.
the box, Jim Thome. He drew a walk his first time up.
Sometimes I hit home runs that I have no business hitting that are, 5 inches above the strike zone.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's a shot to
Oof.
left field and deep. Look at this. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Ready to take his hacks again, Jim Thome, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is...
I guess my
obviously
interest in Jim
something.
Thome really sort of
Fouled
came to
off.
be when he joined the White Sox in 2006, the year after they won the World Series. He was supposed to help Paul Konerko out because Konerko was getting pitched around a lot, and they needed a power hitter so that Konerko could get pitched to. And I think Thome got his 500th and 600th with the White Sox, and then
The 1-2.
I can't remember. Did he move on
Pulled this one
to?
into the air out into right field.
I think he moved on to the Twins after he left the White Sox. And then he played for Baltimore. He finished up in Baltimore. But he's just a good guy, super humble.
Well, the
And
numbers
if you
don't
watch,
jump out at you,
go
but
watch a
if
Jim
you only hit
Thome
a
highlight
really
video of his
important one,
career.
sometimes
He's just
it's
a beast behind the plate. And,
Now in the box,
being a Sox fan in the
Jim
90s,
Thome,
he
as
was
he'll
always
get
a
his
Sox
first
killer with the
opportunity
Indians.
this one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros
All
first
right,
baseman.
what's the score? 2-2. Ooh, bottom of the 10th. I gotta go power swing here on a Showtime. Oof,
Shot
almost
back
took
up
his
the
head
middle,
off.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the
say
bottom of
oof
the
a
inning
lot.
is still alive after the 2-out
Sorry.
base hit.
How did that happen? I was playing the whole game. So they moved me to catcher and then took me out of the game. Okay, well, what did we do here? We won. We need that game against the Angels. All right, folks, gonna wrap it up here on episode number 4. Tune in again for the next one. Season will be coming to an end. We should be in the playoffs either as
Yeah, you see, he finishes with a 3-hit game
as the
and
division
including
champ
double.
or as a
We can feel
wild
good
card
about that,
team.
and we
Hopefully
can
we
feel
won't
good
have to
about
end up
giving
in a
him the Player of the
one-game
Game
playoff
award.
or anything like that because we are kind of going back and
A
forth in the
one-run
lead
finish
with
today, 5-4
Los Angeles. So,
final score.
all right,
Kansas
thanks for
Royals
watching.
gets the win
Like
in
and subscribe if
relief,
you
the
could,
6th of
and
the
we'll see you
season.
next time.
So
Thanks.
that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa, Dan